Hi, me again guys. I've done this video mainly for a guy called Steve Williams on one of the Build the Terminator groups on Facebook. It's mainly because of issue 107, the neck pistons. Well, his head on his Terminator is the same as mine, where it's got the mod done where the head moves random left and right, but he was wondering, he hasn't got his neck pistons issue yet because he's a subscriber as far as I'm aware at the minute, and he was wondering if the pistons was hollow or not. Well, I can confirm for him that they're not hollow. There is a hole at the top, but the hole's only about 5 centimeters down. It's just for the screw and the rubber bung that fits on the inside at the top underneath in the skull to keep them in place. So I had to drill right through mine, and I've used the piston for running the cable through for to run the electronics. I've had to go in at the bottom. I don't know if I can get in and see. I don't know if the camera will focus in that close on that, or whether, which I don't think it will. But there's a hole at the very base at the bottom where I've had to go in. I've got a bigger hole than I intended because the cable has to be right at the bottom, more or less touching the little sort of ball and socket part at the bottom. Otherwise you can't use the piston properly. It's hard to explain. Normally it would just rest in and that would be it, but if it's too high up, it affects the way the piston tries to move. If you just try and use them the way they are, put in from out of the packet, the head won't turn. It'll turn say left fine because of the shape in the back of where the piston goes up inside, but when it tries to turn the opposite direction it sort of gets jammed. Plus the bottom part where the piston goes into the thick rib part, that kind of presses against part of the back structure here. So what I done was I fitted, after drilling the piston, I fitted some of that as a rain tension spring stuff, the same as this stuff. I think that's what you call it, something like that anyways. It was some I had lying around. I cut 2 lengths about 1 inch long, one for this side and one for the side with the cable, and that there's just a small, very small portion, maybe a mil or 2, if the piston itself goes into that part where it goes in under the neck, and the rest is just the spring which allows it to move. I'll switch it on so you can see it moving. I hope that'll make sense anyways. I don't know why my head does that, Steve's doesn't. I've got the same software in that he put on the group ones, and moving right is fine, it doesn't go as far, but moving left goes that little bit farther, which in the motor makes a bit of a noise where it doesn't go in the other way, and it makes the head move up a little bit when the jaw opens. So I think possibly something once adjusted on the software where it doesn't turn as far to the left. But I mean, it's moving anyways, and it's not restricting it the way I've done it. I was thinking of doing it another way with like some kind of small bead at the top for it to like turn under the top joint, but I've ended up doing it this way for now, which is working. So I hope this might help you out, Steve, or anybody else who's possibly done the same thing with their head. I still need the stain my teeth on mine, which I haven't done. I've got some more of that spring stuff I bought from, was it Alibaba site or something? I got a meter of it. It's in this bag here because I was going to do the top pistons for the shoulders and possibly the legs, etc. But we'll have it anyways. Looking cool. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Onwards and upwards with the build.